We're talking to Jordan Knight. How bizarre is this?
It is pretty crazy considering we grew up with the New Kids on the Block. Jordan, we are so excited to have you joining us on our phone this morning.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Just can't believe how excited we still are, like 15 years later.
Feelings do not die. That was kind of my quote. That feelings don't die. They just kind of lay dormant. It's like when you listen to music that you heard when you were younger. It brings back all the same feelings, and you could see, where you were at that time, what you were feeling, and everything else. And I think a lot of people just like to relive that and kind of go down memory lane, and they want and we try to help them create some new experiences also.
Yeah, it's very true because we've been playing a lot of your songs lately, and it's, I haven't necessarily listened to my old tapes because all my stuff was on tape, which is just also bizarre. But yeah, like I haven't heard a lot of the songs in, 15 years, but I still know all the words. I know all the moves from the dances. I know where I was sitting in certain concerts when I saw the songs performed live, and it just all comes flooding back.
All right. Yep.
So what is it like to see grown women still being diehard fans all these years later?
It's a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. It's just great because it's kind of like you when you turn 21, you don't die. You know what I mean? We're all still young. We're not that old, and it's good to see people have a good time and let their hair down.
Now, do you have any, crazy fan stories? Are there people who follow you from, show to show and that you start recognizing in the crowd each night?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, we talk to a lot of our fans on Twitter. We have kind of like a fan base on Twitter, and we interact with, all our... It's more like they're friends now than fans. So, yeah, we absolutely know a lot of the names.
So do you guys still feel like you're the teen idols that you used to be? Do you still feel like that on stage?
Oh, yeah. You know what? You need to come to a show.
Okay.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently, because I think you have the wrong image here. You're thinking of, Lawrence Welk standing up there.
We would never think of you like Lawrence Welk. We swear to God.
No. Seriously, you guys should definitely come to the show. We move, we dance. I think our show is way better than what we used to do.
What it used to be, yeah.
It's just way better. The energy's better. The show's better. Everything's better.
The clothes are better. The hair is better. We obviously haven't been to one of your concerts yet since you guys have come back, which now we definitely need to. But are you performing any of the older songs, or is it all your new stuff?
No. We do both.
You do? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Because every time we hear Step by Step, I tell you, Robin and I can't even look at each other. It's crazy.
We just get all giggly. It's ridiculous.
It is so funny, Jordan. And you know what? Chris, our co-host, has been bugging me to tell you this story, but I've been debating on whether or not to tell you. So, you know how you guys had those kind of Barbie doll figurines of yourselves?
They weren't Barbie dolls.
Action figures. They were action figures.
Action figures then. Well, I had one, and you had your braid at the back, and it was real hair, or, kind of real hair. And I cut it off, Jordan. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Well, that's fine.
I just thought I should tell you that. I felt really bad about it because, it was your style. But it just was not for me, so I cut it off.
She's been really embarrassed about this, that she defaced your action figure.
What year did you cut it off?
Back then. Oh, yeah, back then.
Immediately.
Immediately. As soon as I got it, I was like, no, this is not going to do.
Oh, that's fine. I cut mine off in late 1989.
Well, good then. We probably both did it at about the same time then. Staying with your hair, I had one of the fan questions that they wanted me to ask you. How did you get your hair to stay in the big poof, is how she worded it.
Is that one of those trade secrets?
No. My hair naturally kind of stays in a poof.
Does it really?
This day, it kind of stays into a poof. It's not as incredibly thick as it was back then, but, I would just wake up, shower.
No styling needed, eh?
Stay there all day. But no, when I went on stage, I definitely, used the whole can of hair.
Now talk about some of the other guys in the band, just because I like that. Tell us, because you've all been most of you stayed involved in the music industry to some extent over the years.
We've always liked music. We've always liked dancing and Donnie and Joe, they're into the acting thing and stuff like that. And, you know, just because we're not together doesn't mean we're going to quit doing what we love altogether.
For sure. Now, was getting reunited still part of the plan all along? Like, have you guys always wanted to get back together?
Not always. I think after we were really, really big, I think we all needed a break from that kind of hysteria from each other. So, we took a long breather, I guess. And it took that many years for us to want to do it again.
Yeah. How was it when you first started up back together again? Was it just like getting back on the horse and everything just sort of clicked again?
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people ask that, and we always say it's kind of like riding a bike. And then Donnie always chimes in and says, a mountain bike.
Of course.
Of course he does. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, no, we were just wondering kind of, about the other guys and how things kind of all came to be. And it must be nice to be hanging out with them again after all these years.
It is, because nobody really knows what you go through except another person that is going through the same exact thing. We have a strong bond from the past. It's funny because some people will come into the dressing room, we'll just be talking about stories of when we were 14 or 15 or even younger. Remember, we were in elementary school.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have so many stories that we share.
And now, like I was saying earlier, now you guys have wives and kids, so that just brings in a whole new element too.
And that it makes it even more special because your kids get to see what you do. You have another purpose for doing it.
Yeah, and it's not like, it's just sort of reliving the olden days. You guys are still in your prime and still putting on a rockin' show.
Thank you very much.
Well, so speaking of that show, we'll kind of wrap things up for you here. It is coming up to Caesars Windsor on June 12th. There are still tickets available. Not many, and certainly not many after this interview.
2 more are now gone.
Yeah, exactly. So CaesarsWindsor.com if you want more information on that. Jordan, I can't tell you how many dreams you just made come true. You honestly did. You're my very favorite, and I'm not saying that because we are interviewing you. I was so excited when I heard that we got Jordan. I'm like, we get Jordan, yay! So thank you so much. It was wonderful.
You're welcome.
And tell Donnie that I still love him.
I will. You guys got to come to the show.
Fantastic.
All right, sounds
we will.
good.
All right.
Thanks, Jordan. See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.